This is six-time IFBB Bikini Pro Champion Brina Martinez, and I take ZMA5 to make sure that I get the zinc, magnesium, and vitamin B6 needed to keep my immune system healthy and snap strong.
Hey everybody, how's it going? Marcos Villegas here in Las Vegas, being joined with Freddie Roach. We're both masked up as we're a few days away from Manny Pacquiao's fight with Yordenis Ugas. Taking precaution due to the COVID protocols here at the MGM Grand. Freddie, thank you for joining us. I know this is not what we're used to normally, but Ugas on a week notice with not a lot of sparring. Why go through with this decision, Freddie? This is really risky.
Well, I don't think it's really risky. I think it's a good fight. Both guys getting ready for a fight. Both guys are in shape. No excuses. No one says they need more time. They both went into the fight. And I mean, Errol Spence, I really liked that fight, and I thought it was going to be two of the best fighters in the world fighting each other, and I was looking forward to that fight. But this guy, I've saw what's available on tape on him. There's like 3 fights out there, and he looked good in a couple. And he's a good puncher, big overhand right, and so I think it's a good fight for Manny, and so we accepted the fight.
Does he possess anything that you feel could give Manny trouble, or you would have preferred the Manny train or have a little bit more time to prepare for?
Well, Manny's been preparing for a fight that's bigger than this, I think. And the only thing he really has, he has a big overhand right. And the thing is, that's what you have to watch out for. That's what he's always trying to land. And he's not. It's not. Manny's not going to let him hit him with that. So we worked on it, and we had 3 new sparring partners come in and worked 3 days, and everything was fine.
With the tape that you reviewed, I think his best performance, Ugas, was against Sean Porter. What'd you make overall of that fight that he had with Porter? And do you think he could have a similar approach in this fight?
Possibly. I mean, it was a close fight, and some people thought he could have won that fight, but it was, again, it was a close fight, and Porter ended up winning the fight, and Manny's boxed with Sean Porter 1,000 times. They've been sparring partners for a long time, and they were always good work together and so forth. So, if that's the best guy he can beat, I don't see that. I don't really think he goes that deep.
When you look at this, do you feel? I know a lot of people felt that this was Manny's moment to really put on a spectacular performance against Spence, and I've heard a lot of fans be disappointed that he won't get that moment of glory to get a win over a Spence. Do you guys share that sentiment as well? Like, man, we got this potential moment taken away from us.
Well, it was 2 of the best fighters going against each other, and I think boxing needs more of that. And when the best fight the best, and so it was disappointing that it went the other way. But I mean, there's really nothing we can do about it. I mean, is he faking a detached right now? I don't think so. I mean, that sounds ridiculous. So, but the thing is, we're here and we're ready for this fight.
Do you think you guys will ever fight Errol Spence? You think you will ever get that fight back?
That's definitely a possibility, but again, we're fighting one fight at a time, and we're not going to make a decision till after the fight. And it could be Spence if he's ready to go. But the thing is, if he's not ready to go, we might have to pick. There's a couple other guys out there that we can pick from.
Do you think, given everything how it shook out and how Manny was looking, do you think he would have beaten Errol Spence and it would have been a dominant fight, or it would have been fairly close?
It would have been a good fight, but I like Manny in the fight, and we had a good strategy going into that fight, and we have a good strategy going into this fight. But the thing is, is certain things you have to do and they're not exactly the same. The two fighters. So I think Spence is probably a better boxer, and but the thing is, he was not unbeatable though.
I know I mentioned it to you. What do you make of Manny maybe moving down, fighting Josh Taylor, and doing something that's, I guess, the last thing that he could do that he hasn't accomplished, fighting for an undisputed title? Do you like that idea?
It depends how comfortable he is making 140 pounds. I mean, we've talked about it before, and it seemed like it's possible, yes. But will it make him too weak? I'm not sure. So that, again, that's a factor that can happen maybe next, but we'll see.
I like that fight. I think it'd be a tremendous fight with Josh Taylor. Like,
You don't have enough money to put that fight on.
you guys can find out. There's people there that'll pay to see that fight.
Who else?
I don't know. There's a lot of people. No, a lot of people would tune in.
Your friend.
All right, Freddie. As always, good chatting with you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Thanks.